Councilwoman Cosby.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm going to give my committee reports first from the Construction Code Committee. We have a report on file with the summonses that were issued and the fines that were collected, and that report is on file in the clerk's office because I don't have a copy. I did not get it this month. Also from Construction Code, I'm going to ask for a motion to install a light at a public pole located nearest to number 1 Newton Street. The pole number is 1848 LD, and I request a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Brown?
Yes.
Brooks?
Abstain?
Cosby?
Yes.
Sadowski?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Yemekaitis?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hickey?
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez?
Yes.
So that concludes my committee report information. I'm going to give some information about the 5th Ward. I know that we are, we are having the water company in our ward, and they're doing the work here. And there's some concerns about when the work is going to be completed. So I got an update from our awesome engineer in the engineering department. And we just wanted to let everyone know that they're going to, the traffic division is going to lift the parking restrictions over the holidays for the next 2 Tuesdays to ensure that there's parking, because the equipment from the water company is being staged near the park on Dill and Adams. So it does limit some of the parking, and we understand the neighbors' frustration. So the supervisor said on Monday that the main is already installed and the services will be completed by tomorrow, but the tie-in work will start on Wednesday, weather permitting, and that'll take 2 more weeks. So bear with the water company. It's for everyone's benefit. Just wanted to give everybody an update on the status of that. We had an awesome Santa event over the weekend. I know there was a lot going on, and a lot of folks, with the little bit of snow that we had, they were reluctant to come out. But we've been doing this since 2005, before I was even a council member. And this is an event that's near and dear to my heart, and we do it every year, and I enjoy it. So I wanted to just publicly thank everyone involved in that. We had some new support this year. Santa was awesome, as always, as were his elves. We had some residents, actually, they don't even live in Linden, but they took their time and spent their money and donated toys, because we had a special select group of children from School 4 that we had given special Christmas gifts to this year. So that was an awesome thing. So I want to thank everybody for that. Special thanks to the surplus that was donated from the Mayor's Youth Commission. The mayor came and he bought the extra toys that they had left, and we raffled those off to as prizes for the children. So that just made it all the better for that event. In the 5th Ward, this is not new. It's actually, what's new about it is that I'm making it a public thing. Every year, at the end of the year, I send out an email with a recap for what we've done. I also ask for feedback from the neighbors. What I learned was I'm still talking to the same people, so I decided to do a public survey for residents who may have moved into Linden who are not connected with me yet. So I have a 10-question survey. If you have any interest in providing feedback to me about what you want to see in the ward, about how you feel about the accessibility to me as the elected official, or if you want to make suggestions about programs that you'd like to see, you can contact the clerk's office at 908-474-8445, and they will mail you one of the paper surveys, or you can go to facebook.com/Rhashonna, and you can pull up the survey there and complete it right online. It's 10 questions, and I'm just asking for honest feedback so that I know for next year how to plan and to be the best representative that I can for the 5th Ward. So if you can do that, anybody in the 5th Ward, I appreciate it. We have some issues, and I was talking to the engineer about it, because recently some of the 5th Ward neighbors have done a petition because they are now in what is a new flood zone, and they are experiencing really astronomical insurance prices. So unfortunately, the map is what it is, and unless we get the creek repaired, dug out, lowered, bridges raised, they're going to still be suffering. Although their streets may not even be flooding, they're just still in the flood zone. So this is something that I've been trying to get done for the last 7 years. And now we're going to just step it up a little bit and try and get the residents to be a little bit more vocal. And we're going to go back to the state and say, this is what the residents in Linden, specifically the Fifth Ward, need to eliminate some of the excessive costs. So I just wanted to make that clear that we didn't forget, I didn't forget, but it's government. And so the squeaky wheel gets the oil, I guess, and I need you, the residents, to help me at the state level get down there and get our job done, because I've been working and we're still waiting. Okay, just crossing off. I wanted to just remind everyone in the city, if you have a child or if you're interested in volunteering yourself, the Hooked on Fishing program is having open registration for volunteers. That's going to be on Friday. It's going to be from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock at the Wilson Park Field House. What we're doing is we're registering new children, anyone who's interested, age 6 to age 18. We're going to have the fishing season again next year. This is a state-funded program. Recreation has bought into it, and we're going to have more volunteers. So if you like children, if you like to fish, you have a few extra, moments you want to just contribute, stop by, get information about the program, and consider working with us next year. So it's Hooked on Fishing, Not on Drugs, on Friday, open registration at the Field House in Wilson Park. I just want to make sure I touch on everything. We're in the Christmas and the holiday season, so I just wanted to make favorable mention to the efforts done by the Board of Education member, Anthony Worev, and the other people who helped. They collected like 1,500 toys, and they're going to be distributed to Linden children who were selected through the social workers in town. That's awesome. It's selfless, and it speaks to the level of commitment that the folks have here in town. So I want to just say thank you to everybody who participated in that, and it makes me smile just to see that people haven't given up in the face of all of the negativity that we actually have to endure. I think that's it, but I do want to say and stress, for 2018, we need to really stop using buzzwords and really roll up our sleeves and get the work done. Since I've been here, I've been trying to make sure that there's inclusion for everyone, especially in my neighborhood. This is supposed to be a government for the people, and sometimes people who call themselves politicians put the politics first and the people are secondary, and a lot of times we end up infighting because somebody's personal issue or whatever it is. We take little pot shots and digs about how you may vote. I vote my conscience, and if anyone ever has a question about the way I vote, my telephone number is 908-718-7933. I am happy to share the reasons I vote the way I do on any issue, because I vote my conscience, and I vote what I think is for the best interest of the city of Linden. So next year, I plan to still strive for inclusion and work closely with my neighbors. I will be bringing back the wellness program that we did a year ago. We did Wellness Wednesdays. I'd like to expand that and hopefully work with all of the council members so we can make that a citywide program and bring it to each ward. I have a calendar, which I do every December, and I sent it to the council members, to the department heads, just to make sure there's no conflict, because the last thing I want to do is have an event and then nobody can attend, or we have an event and it conflicts with something that another member is doing. That's not my motivation. I'd like for us to support one another in the initiatives that we have, and so we'll be publishing, hopefully before the end of January, maybe after the 18th, the public calendar, so that everybody knows what my plans are for our neighborhood and other initiatives that we're going to hopefully work together on citywide. As usual, casino night is coming up, and I know that Mrs. Hickey is going to speak more to it, but I just wanted to let everyone know, if you're interested, I always raffle tickets, 2 tickets. Anyone who wants to win a ticket can send me an email at rcosby@linden-nj.org, or if you want to, you can leave a voicemail. I'll jot down everyone's name, and then we'll have all the names put in, and we'll do a random drawing. So you can win 2 tickets to the casino night, which is held by the Housing Authority, which supports the senior disabled complex in my ward. And I think that's it, except for I need to read this for Councilman Brooks because he left. This is Councilman Brooks' report. It's, the city clerk's licensing division has submitted the monthly report for the month of November 2017. The office issued 18 dog licenses and 24 miscellaneous licenses and collected $1,925. It was submitted by E. Joan Turbot, the principal account clerk. And I think that concludes my report. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And look forward to next year and good things.
Thank you, Councilwoman.